This is Joe Pugh for the Boxing Voice. Delighted to be joined by the main man himself here at the Origin Gym, Rainham Boxing Club, Mr. Mark Tibbs. How are you, Mark?
Lovely, thanks, Joe. Long time. I ain't seen you for a long time, so it was pleasant surprise to see you this morning.
100%, and I think this is the liveliest I've ever seen the gym this morning. Obviously some great sparring between Fabio Wardley and Johnny Fisher. What was that like? Yeah,
very good. It's a bit early for Johnny Fisher to start sparring, but it's quality sparring and it's a good experience for him. He's done 6 rounds today with Fab. We're doing bits and pieces with Fab, and we had Guido, I can't pronounce his second name, Guido from Italy, the Italian heavyweight champion. We had him over a little while ago, so he was in our gym for 2 weeks. So we've got some good base fitness, sparring fitness with Johnny Fisher right now. Yeah.
And I suppose the main thing is good to get him back punching after his hand injury.
Absolutely, yeah. He had that hairline fracture in his hand, and he got the all clear of that. I guess a month ago, probably a bit more now. And he's up in full swing now. Yeah.
And finally, long-awaited debut this Saturday, Tommy Fletcher, young cruiserweight charge. I just think it'll be quite a good weight off your shoulders because he's been in the gym for so long, working, and it's finally good to have an end product.
It is. Well, he's not the end product. It's a start for him.
The start product, yeah.
Yeah. But what it is, these things, if you do them properly, they take a little while to get off the ground. So I feel that Tommy Fletcher's a good quality fighter, and it's worth waiting and get him on a platform that deserves his attributes and his what I feel he's going to be in the future. A good fighter, yeah.
And just spoke to John Hedges as well. He's hoping to be out late August, early September. That highlight reel knockout last time out was something special. Hopefully we'll see more of those.
Johnny Hedges is a phenomenal boxer, beautiful boxer. I've said it before and say it again. I just hope he's got the flavour in 5 years' time. When I say 5 years' time, 3-5 years' time, they'll when he matures a little bit more, but. Strength and lungs. He goes on forever. He's got a great engine and got a great ring IQ, and just obviously he's got to learn his craft. He's 20-year-old, and he reminds me of Tyson Fury. I've said it before and I say it again. Reminds me of a young Tyson Fury back when Tyson was young. He knows how to move and diffuse punches, and he's got a great ring IQ. Just needs guiding and directing. And maturing and keep chipping away, yeah.
Excellent. And Ebony British is back in the country, so surely we'll see the first title defence very soon.
I hope so. She's been here, I guess. I want to say a month, but I don't think it's been that long. But she's here. She's settled. And she's up and running. We've been doing some good numbers in the gym, and. We expect to get a date announcement very, very soon. So she's knuckling down like a true professional. She is, really is.
We've spoke before about her progress. The fighter that walked into the gym is a very different fighter now with Ebony. She's improved so much since working with you, which led to that boxing performance for the world title win. Are we going to see more of the boxing style from Ebony going forward, or are we going to see the aggression, rawness that kind of brought her to the UK's attention?
Yeah, well, I said it before when she won the IBF world title in Leeds. I said that she'll be twice the fighter than she was on that evening, and she's been back in this gym. She's been moving and grooving and jumping about, and we've been doing some structures, and she's exceeded my expectations in the way she moves and carries herself, in fighting techniques. So I'm really over the moon. I'm not surprised, but I am pleasantly surprised because I said she'd be twice the fighter. I feel she's 3 times the fighter.
Excellent. And I know you're no stranger to crazy press conferences, shall we say. The Dillian Whyte, Dereck Chisora one comes to mind, tables flying about, mics flying about. But even for you, I saw you at the El Brook press conference. Even for you, that was something a bit crazy, wasn't it?
Well, it was quite fun. It was fun, you know, because Elle come into my gym, and I had a meeting through Johnny Fisher's dad, actually, and so I met Elle, and she's a lovely young lady, and she's got the ingredients. Obviously, she's not got the boxing attributes of Ebony British, but she's got Ebony British ingredients as gritty and determined and big heart, you know, and she's a good puncher, really nice, solid puncher, and I've always said that she was at first a one puncher with one right hand sort of thing. Now she's balancing out, she's punching with two hands, and she's at ticking boxes every day of the week, and just want to. I understand what business, what circle she's in, and she'll as long as she's managed the right weight and the experience, she'll be all right. She'll be all right for sure. I enjoy working with Elle. She's a very good professional, as in and her team, the way they go about business, very good. So I can only take people as I find them, and she gives me what I'm asking for in the gym, and ticks boxes, and that makes me tick, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Of course, and she told me that she wants to be the female Jake Paul, and if she carries on the way she's going, she's certainly got the profile that will only grow when she enters the influence boxing circle. But do you see yourself working with her going forward?
I hope so. We signed up for one fight, and you know, I'm always a little bit cautious, especially when they come out the blue. I've got no amateur pedigree. Generally, when they've got pedigree, you sort of hear about them on the circuit, sort of thing. But this lady come out the blue. It's actually not my world, and it's really new to me. But you know, I've got a very open mind, and I pick up things in business and in stuff as we go along in life, like you should do. And yeah, it's been enjoyable. So the Elbrook journey's been good. It's been good. I've got to say, it's been good. And like you say, that press conference was really new and odd. It was kind of odd, but listen, you know, it's a crazy world out there. You know, I guess it's not a crazy world, but that ain't actually my world. You know what I mean? But you know, I like to think since I've been a young kid, I've been in and out of all kinds of worlds, and I'm lucky to do that. So I embrace things as they come, as long as people are respectful, and we work together as a team, and we get results. That's what it's all about.
Moving on now to the ever-evolving heavyweight scene, a scene that you know extremely well, especially with your time with Dillian Whyte. But we'll touch, first of all, on Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk, the rematch, Rage on the Red Sea, I think they're calling it, Saudi Arabia. I think you've been out in Saudi Arabia for a fight before, Mark. First of all, what do you make of it being in Saudi again? Because there has been some criticism over it.
Well, do you know what? As a trainer, and a job's a job, you know. A job's a job, and it obviously makes sense why two of them great fighters are fighting in Saudi. So it won't really matter to the fighters and trainers and their teams. It's a job, and it's a job that, you know, they've all signed up to do. So, but personally speaking, if you're happy with what's going on, it can be on the bloody moon if you can get us there. No, you know what I'm saying? It don't really matter. But it's a great fight, isn't it? I'm really interested, and what makes it interesting for me is that AJ's employed his new coach, and and it seems to be his style of training is what he needs to get back to in order to come up close in beating Usyk. You know what I mean?
Do you think he will beat Usyk with Angel Fernandez and Robert Garcia in his corner? Well,
you know, he's got all the attributes. He's built to overcome that style and that technique. He's got the size, you know, and so that's why it was very frustrating before, why he adopted the way he went about the fight before. that was really bizarre and frustrating for coaches and trainers all around the world. I mean, we was all scratching our heads, but anyway, he's drawn a line and he's got a new trainer in, and that's what makes it exciting for me to see and hope he regains them titles again. Yeah.
Speaking of bizarre tactics, Dillian Whyte had some bizarre tactics said by many against Tyson Fury when he came out southpaw. Going forward, do you think Dillian needs to go back to the basics as well, like that raw, raging, maximum violence style that he kind of deployed with yourself?
Yeah, well, listen, Dillian's got to do what he does best, and what he does best is he's got a great long jab. Yeah, he's got a great long jab. He's got a good top half movement, and he knows how to box his way in and have a fight, and that's what he's got to do. You know what I mean? Have a fight, and he's for some reason or other, he thought he could turn southpaw and outbox the best boxer in the world, as in Tyson Fury. So that was a big mistake. But no, I like Dillian's style, and I like his. I like Dillian Whyte, the way he is and what he's all about. So it's hopefully he simplifies his and gets back to what he does best. Yeah.
Where do you think he goes from now? Because there's still big fights for him out there, isn't there?
Yeah, I'll tell you, Joe, what I haven't. It's not something I give a lot of thought to tell the truth. And obviously, when his fights get announced, we all get excited about Dillian fighting. You know what I mean? And there's some big fights out there for him for sure. Definitely, there is some big fights out there for sure. And there's some young guns coming through. I'm not too sure if he'll want to be like, the sort of gatekeeper to them sort of fights, if you know what I mean. I don't think he's made of that. Do you know what I mean? He's better than that. He's had a great career, but there is some big fights for him. I'd like to see him and AJ again, but obviously, AJ's in a big unification fight. We'll see how he.
Deontay Wilder potentially.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight. It'd be a good fight. Dangerous, only Deontay, dangerous.
Not going to distance that fight, is it, Mark?
No, it's not. It's not. But listen, Deontay Wilder, Dillian, if he gets back to what he does, he can overcome them long, gangly, rangy arms and boss him, manhandle him, and put him away. You know what I mean? But and push him on his back foot. He can't fight on his back foot. Deontay Wilder, Deontay Wilder likes to tee you off with distance and ping you with that backhand. So yeah, Deontay Wilder, good fight.
A former British heavyweight then made the headlines last week with Julius Francis' video. That was definitely a highlight knockout. What did you make of that one?
I thought he was such a professional, Julius, such a professional. I was watching it. I ain't stopped watching it as it happens. I've started to stop watching it, but I couldn't, I watched it a lot. Julius, he handled the situation like a true professional. And obviously he was getting a lot of abuse off of that man, and volatile people, and they weren't going to quiet him down. And I thought we handled it in the most respectful but professionalist way ever. If he wanted to, go about it in another way, he could have done that. But he's a professional. Yeah.
Another big fight that's potentially happening at the end of the year, start of next. Two fighters that you do know incredibly well is Ryder versus Joe Saunders. That's been spoken about. Me and you have spoken endlessly about Billy Joe's desire to fight on, but this is a big British fight that surely both of them would get up for.
Good fight. I'll be honest with you, this is the first time I've heard of it. So, is it nailed down, or is it?
It's not nailed down, but it's been rumoured, heavily rumoured.
Okay, yeah, that's a good fight. It's a good fight for John and Billy, and it's a fight that we'd all want to see, wouldn't we? It's good to hear that Billy Joe's is he in the gym? I guess he is.
Hopefully, are you shocked to hear that he's probably going to fight on now?
He's still young, isn't he? He's 32.
Yeah, I think he's 32, but he's had a long time out of the gym now. Obviously, since I think it was last May when you was out in the States with him.
Yeah. No, Billy Joe's. Listen, boxing never leaves boxers. It's something in there when you have a layoff and sit about and look at the landscape and the scope. He's gonna want to shape up and chuck a few shapes, and that's a good fight. I guess if the money's right, Billy Joe will get back in the gym and get to work. I guess, you know, I can only guess, but that's a good fight. Yeah.
And last one then, Mark, I think last week I saw John Fisher and yourself heading down to Dereck Chisora's gym, see War, train, sparring War. First of all, how was that? And he's got a big fight coming up July 9th against Kubrat Pulev.
No, it was good. What happened now? I think I spoke to Nicole, who arranged his sparring, and they welcomed us in the gym, and we've been over there twice. We've had couple of good, some good spars over there, and took the whole team over there, as it happens. I took the young ladies, Ebony British, over there. I took Johnny Hedges and took us all over there. Yeah, we had a day out over there, and Johnny done a couple of spars over there. It was it made us feel welcome, and the energy was good over there. It was good. It was really good.
No bad blood between the two of you from that press conference with Dillian back in the day.
No, listen, I've seen Dereck since. I see him. Actually, about 3 weeks after that incident, I was at Stratford at the West Ham football ground. I was watching the Rolling Stones, and I was waiting for my tickets. I was waiting for one of my friends picking tickets up at box office, and I was waiting there. And Dereck Chisora, this was 3 weeks after that fight, he come running towards me. He come running. I thought, but he was good as gold. He went, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Same as you. I'm about to watch Mick Jagger." And he was at the concert, and I've seen him since then. And he's a lovely guy, Dereck Chisora. He really is, and he really is a lovely guy. And we had we listened to some good music in his gym, and we trained. We got rounds done. We got work done, and Johnny got some great experience in feeling that experience, being in the ring with that man. You know what I mean? It's all good for Johnny Fisher, because. Johnny's not come from he ain't got the biggest of pedigrees, amateur pedigree, but he's working really hard in making it up in the professional ranks by mixing with good sparring. Not overdoing it with sparring, but getting the right sparring at the right time. Excellent,
Mark. It's always a pleasure to have you to be able to come down here. Excellent day in the gym, and top it off by a fantastic interview. Mark Tibbs, thank you very much for speaking to me today.
Cheers, Joe. Thanks very much.
Cheers, Mark. Just before I go, Mark, anything else you'd like to mention? Maybe thank some sponsors, anyone along the way?
I would like to say a big thanks to Kevin Reynolds of Origin Gym for being so accommodating, and also the gym owner. It's very good to me. Don't ask me no questions, just give me the space to use and to develop fighters. Also, a massive thanks to Mr. Dean Sumner of West One Limited. He's not only a very good friend of mine. He's more than a friend. He's been around me for a few years now, a long from the start, and never see him. Just always there. And so, as I say, there are a few people in my life that have been around me and supporting me. Good people, yeah. Mr. Dean Sumner, West One Limited. Yeah, good man.
Excellent.